The reason I'm here is because I need to do a vlog on the video I'm about to show you about the Grove. I haven't been there in years, and so I did not know that the town had actually been sold in 2010, and I was a real sucker for that town. I love ghost towns. And this is not actually really a ghost town per se. It's listed under ghost towns, but it actually has been commissioned a historical museum town. And it was auctioned off in 2010 from the guy that actually originally owned it, and it went to one of the original founders of the Grove, the Dube family. So they are trying to preserve the town. I don't know if they'll ever open it the way it was when I used to go there. You could actually go into the general store and the bank and the post office were all in one building. And then you could go in the saloon, you could go in the blacksmith shop, and you could go upstairs to the doctor's office. And most of the stuff in the doctor's office was dental equipment, and you'll hear me in the video call it the dentist office, but it was actually a doctor's office. So the town itself consists of 5 buildings, the ones I just described, and then across the street there's a sheriff's office and just another building. Inside that other building is a lot of historical clippings and photographs, or at least they were at one time. Anyway, the gentleman that owned this, he was a collector of antiques, and he actually worked with a lot of the Hollywood studios that made movies. In fact, one of the things he was showing me was there was a bathtub suspended from the ceiling. If I remember correctly, it was a metal bathtub, and it was used in one of Farrah Fawcett's movies. And the other things I had forgotten about, and my friend reminded me, was that he provided a lot of the props, in fact a whole lot of the props that you see in the movie Lonesome Dove. I know some of the tables from the saloon, the chairs. There were all the lanterns you see in the movie were from him. And there was a hearse. He had a hearse and some horse-drawn carriages that they used in Lonesome Dove. And so anyway, it was really neat. It was really neat to talk to him. He was a very nice guy, and he would give you a tour of the store, explain a lot of the antiques and so forth. He actually, not only did he have a lot of antiques there in the Grove, he also had a warehouse in Austin, just to give you an idea of how much stuff this man collected over the years. And they said that he did not just collect 1 or 2. He might buy 20 or 30 of something, especially like the lanterns, all the old oil lanterns and stuff. And I watched a video out on YouTube. I'll try to find the link to it again. It made me really sad because they auctioned off the bar that was in the saloon. And I thought, why would you do that if you ever intended to open the town back up? And I hope that eventually they will, one of these days, open it back up to the public. There's another interesting note that I wanted to tell you about, and that was there is a well in the middle of the town. Now, the Leon River is not too far away, and by the way, this town is only 4 miles away from Mother Neff State Park. So if you ever camp there, it's definitely worth your while to go down there. But the well in the middle of the town still to this day has water in it. It has never run dry, and that's pretty awesome in itself. There's also some of the things that actually killed the town was, well, there was World War II. Whenever the draft enacted, it took a lot of the young men that lived around the Grove away to war, and of course many of them met their wives, married, and did not come back to the Grove to settle down. So that was one of the things. Also, it is not far from the biggest military installation in the United States, that being Fort Hood. Fort Hood consumed over 250,000 acres, so it took a big chunk of the Grove out. The other thing that killed the town was they took another 50,000 acres to build Lake Belton. And Lake Belton is, you may have heard it, Temple Belton. Okay, Lake Belton supplies the water to those cities, and so 50,000 acres went towards that lake. That was another contributing factor. Another factor that also killed the town was that the Texas Highway Department and Transportation, they wanted to build Highway 36 through the middle of the Grove. Now, in order for them to do that, they were going to have to cap the well in the middle of the town. And the residents at that time said, no, we're not going to cap the well. So you need to move the highway somewhere else. So they did. They moved it 4/10 of a mile away from the Grove, and that moving that highway like that, or putting it in like that, helped kill the town. But I don't blame them. I wouldn't have capped the well either, especially knowing it had never run dry. But anyway, so it's very close to Mother Neff. Again, it's certainly worth the drive. You have to be out that way just to go see it and maybe snap a couple of pictures. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy seeing this little town, and if you're ever out that way, I hope you'll go by and see it. It's really neat. And so anyway, let's go enjoy the video, okay? Hi, this is Pam, the Country Bumpkin Reporter, and I am at the Grove today. And this is a little old ghost town, and it's down from Mother Neff State Park about 4 miles. So if you ever stay in that area, you need to come check this place out. Now, I don't know if they're still doing it, but at one time, a few years back, they held a Saturday night dance here at this general store. I'm pretty sure they're probably still doing it. Local bands would come up here and they play on the porch. And of course, this is your dance floor. And this is just really an interesting place. You see there's somebody lives on premises. We'll see if we can see in the windows. No, we can't see anything. It doesn't look like there's much in here. But there is a bank, general merchandise, post office on the side of that building. Those stairways, those actually lead to dental office. And I'm sorry it's not focusing. There we go. And so I'm here on a Sunday, so it doesn't appear that any of this is open, but you can actually come here during the week, probably on Saturdays. You can actually go inside and tour these buildings. There's a saloon and a blacksmith, and there's actually people have weddings out here. In fact, when you go in the saloon, you can see some of the pictures on the wall of some of the people that's gotten married here. I actually met a guy out here that him and his wife got married here. And we'll turn around. There's the old sheriff's building and the barber shop. So let's take a little look at the blacksmith shop, because you can kind of see in there. But yeah, I've been in all of these buildings. Look, the hitching post for the horse. Oh, they mainly just got this, just all kind of stuff in here. It's really, looks like it's used more for storage now than anything. Try to get a but anyway, it's here's some brands. Different ranches around town got their brands on the building. Probably were all made right there in that blacksmith shop. And inside that general store, they've got a lot of antiques and stuff. And actually some of the movie companies from California have actually come here and rented some of the antiques from them. There's actually a bathtub in the general store that was used in a movie that Farrah Fawcett was in. Show you all these brands. But yeah, this is a really interesting place to come. I haven't been here in years. That's what I like about starting this channel. I'm gonna get to revisit some of these places that I used to visit when I was out camping, and that's how we found this. We were camping at Mother Neff. And this is the saloon. So let's go up here. And like I said, that door up there, that is actually a dental office. Probably the doctor and dental. And there's the chairs still there. A lot of the instruments that they used back then, it's actually quite scary to think about somebody working on your teeth back in those days. Especially when you look at those instruments. I'm not even sure if they'll let you up there anymore. They've got it gated off and it looks like it's growed over. Wow. Guys, I wished I'd have been able to get videos of all this back when it was all opened up. It's really cool. Alright, here's the general store. Look at that old stained glass windows. Let's see if I can get it. I don't think you can see the color. Anyway, here's the general store. Have a pink inside the window. think you're getting more reflection than anything. Look at that. Let's see if I can. That wrought iron window. And there's a picture on the wall of the town the way it used to be. Wait, let's go over here. Let's see if I put this up again. Now you can kind of see some of the old stuff in the store. Old grind. Jugs. Alright. There's an old baby doll over there. Wooden Indian. And over here was the bank. I hope you can see that, the teller. Again, I know I can see a lot of reflection. Wow. Now that you can see any of that. I'm sorry, I'm real disappointed that it's not open anymore. Trying to get some, see if I can get it to light. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at this big buffalo head. Anyway, I'm just gonna apologize. I know this is not the best video trying to shoot through these windows, but I really wanted to share this with you and tell you, you know, if you ever get the chance, you really need to come check this place out. This window is really dirty. There we go. No roll top desk. The bank teller's cage. Anyway, it's really, really, really a neat place. And there's an old church down the road I'll try to get a shot of. And somebody repainted this sign back in 1979. But again, here it is. And, you know, as things have changed, times have changed, it's got a lot of video surveillance out here now. I guess they were having trouble with people trying to tear things up. This is an old well, straight ahead. And they got a big fire going somewhere around here. You can smell it. Again, this is called the Grove. It is 4 miles, probably southeast of Mother Neff State Park. And I don't know if any of this is even open anymore to the public, but it's kind of nice just to come down here and walk around. There's a doctor's name in that window up there. It's in black. You can't hardly see it. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. It's a nice place to visit if you're ever camping around here.